What's up, everybody? Turn God Possibilities here to give you a complete new what if. And as you can tell from the title, it's a MHAX Inuyasha what if. The people who've seen Inuyasha, well, the people who haven't seen it, I highly suggest you click off the video and look it up. It's a very good anime, and old, in my book. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this was because I was rewatching Inuyasha and because I saw the trailer for, well, the continuation of Inuyasha, well, the next generation of Inuyasha. So this video is somewhat a commemoration for that old anime and for the upcoming new version of it. I'm not going to add any details that I saw from the trailer of that anime into this one. So yeah. Also, before I continue, let me explain a few things. If you remember ever seen another anime called Yu Yu Hakusho, the main character, he died twice. When the second time he died, he awakened some dormant demon blood within his system. It was only a smidge of demon blood in his system, but it was because one of his ancestors was a demon. And when he died the second time, there was two triggers. He had to die, and his body had to be physically strong enough to awaken it. But only after dying. So yeah. And also, Izuku, when he does awaken it, because of the quirk gene, I'm going to say it influenced the demon blood in his system. When he awakened it, it turned him into it amplified, strengthening his own demon blood, making him an actual half demon, or maybe a 55% or just 50%. And with that out of the way, let's get to the what if. I'm going to start off with everything happens just like in canon, with Deku meeting this All Might and trying to save Bakugo. But when he tries to save Bakugo, the sludge villain creates a sludge tentacle and smacks Deku, into the wall, into a wall, head first, which busted open his head and falls down bleeding, with his head bleeding out. Everyone in the crowd, the civilians, are shocked and saddened that a kid had to die. They all look away and look at the sludge villain. After that, everyone is, and as that happens, Izuku, something is happening with his body. The wound on his head closes, and a good portion of his hair turns white. He stands up with with All Might seeing this, which he was still staring at him. Seeing this, he's amazed and confused. As that happens, Izuku lifts his head up with weird blue markings on the side of his cheeks under his eyes. And with the white of his eyes turned red, and the same colored pupils he has in canon. And with sharp claws now. But before anything else happens, he lifts his arm up, and a green mist or green haze or /light emits from his hands. From his claws, I mean. As that happens, he runs straight at the sludge villain in a berserker rage like a beast, and starts clawing at the sludge villain. as well as burning him. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, Izuku inherited one of the abilities Sesshomaru had, which are poison claws. His claws can produce a type of poison that can pretty much melt bones. And what's doing to the sludge villain is writhing in pain somewhat. As every time Izuku's clawing at him. When this happened, All Might goes beyond his limit, going plus ultra, buffing up and just running in, doing that same attack he did to take out the sludge villain in Cannon that changed the weather. The force of it knocked Izuku back, blast him away, knocking him out. As that happens, All Might saved Bakugo and stopped Izuku. After that, a couple minutes pass and Izuku wakes up in his right mind. With the pro heroes scolding him for jumping in but also scolding him for not using his quirk sooner. Izuku's sorry, and also Bakugo gets praise, but they also praise him, saying for having such a strong quirk. Izuku doesn't have any idea, but as he's talking to him, he feels off. He can see and hear better, and smell lots of other things. Has a better sense of smell. He looks at a window and sees his reflection in a window. Shocked on how he looks, not knowing what the hell's happening. After that, he runs off, going the same direction just like in Canon. But Bakugo doesn't interfere because he somewhat saw what happened. He's kind of scared and worried. That beast-like look that Izuku had sent shivers down Bakugo's spine. So he didn't come up to him just like in Canon. But All Might does, stopping him on his way while he's still buffed up, but deflates, with Izuku's trying to figure out why is All Might here. Is he here to scold him? Right before All Might could say anything, Izuku says, I'm sorry. But then All Might stops him, saying, it's okay, kid. It's okay, young Midoriya. I'm here to ask you a few questions, though. But before that, I thought you said, here to offer you something, but before that, I need you to answer my questions. You said you were quirkless, but what is that form? How did you change? Izuku stops him, says he doesn't know himself. He doesn't know himself, not being clueless on what's happening. So All Might just says, okay, well, if this is just a dormant quirk that was in you, it seems like you have some sort of transformation. Can you de-transform? Izuku just says, no, I kind of feel like myself. I don't feel any strain or anything, but I feel somewhat stronger. This is what Izuku says. All Might says, well, after we talk, you should tell your... well, get your mother to take you to the hospital. To the quirk doctor. To see what it is. But then after that, he says, Young Midoriya, with that out of the way, I wish to offer you something. The main reason why I came to you. You show true heroism. What truly means to be a hero. And because of that, I wish to give you my quirk. After Izuku hears this, he has a shocked look. Thinking, huh? What? All Might then explains that his quirk is called One for All and has the ability to transfer to a new user. Can transfer to a new user. And get stronger every time it's transferred. After that, Izuku thinks about it and says, yes, I would like to accept your quirk. It would be an honor, All Might. After that, All Might tells him, okay, meet me in the next few days, in a certain number of days at Dagobah Beach. After that, Izuku heads home. Walks into his house, and his mother seeing his not recognizing him, but then Izuku says, Mom, it's me. With a shocked look, Mrs. Midoriya runs up to him and tries to ask him, what happened to you? Izuku scratches the back of his head and says, it's a long story. And, yeah. Okay, everybody, that's it for the What If. I hope you like. Before I go, I'd like to say that there's a link down in the bottom, in the description below, for the trailer of the new Inuyasha anime, the continuation. Well, the next generation of Inuyasha. So yeah, if anyone's curious or hasn't seen it yet, go and click on it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And tell me what you think down in the comments. Bye!